Yandy Smith has been a love and hip-hop star since 2011. Millions of viewers have tuned in to see the businesswoman transition into mommyhood alongside the new man in her life, music manager and street pharmacist Mendeecees Harris. Yandy describes their first encounter as love at first sight, but little did she know, Mendeecees has more baggage than Delta Airlines.
Yeah, flight attendants prepare for takeoff. Bestie, you so damn messy.
I'm known to be with a lot of females, but now I got my together, and what matters to me is family and Yandy.
Today we'll be exploring their hot, stinking mess relationship. Before we jump into it, are you hungry? Are you hungry, honey? Did you eat yet? Our online concession stand at rrgsnacks.com has an assortment of delicious goodies that will really hit the spot, from Western barbecue bacon jerky to freeze-dried goodies and butter toffee peanuts.
Let me tell y'all something. Them butter toffee peanuts is the damn devil. And the freeze-dried goodies is a demon.
In 2000, 22-year-old Mendeecees started dating a 19-year-old named Samantha. At this time of his life, Mendeecees was busy doing hood rat stuff with his friends. In an interview with Club Shaky, he said that during a drug deal, he put his mom up for collateral.
I was getting a bunch of keys, and they was like, well, you guys show me where your mom live at. Because if you run off on this, we can't afford you to run off.
Right.
And I was like, I ain't had no intentions of running off.
Right.
So I was like, I'll show you. When I look back at the decisions I made now, I be like, golly, I can't believe I'm still here.
You a big tooth bastard. Who do that to their mama?
In 2001, he was arrested in Maryland for distributing cocaine and was sent to the slammer. Now, let's fast forward to 2003. While Samantha was at home pregnant with their son, Mendeecees met a woman named Erica and told her he was single with no children.
With his lying ass.
From my understanding, he met Erica while Samantha was pregnant. When I met him, he never told me he had a girlfriend or anything like that. It wasn't exclusive. We were dating.
He and Erica started smashing, and Samantha noticed he wasn't coming home, and he was spending too much time partying. Once she found out he was cheating on her, she dumped his ass right away. She told VH1 that Erica wasn't responsible for their breakup. It was the other women who were in and out of his life that were causing problems.
So we had Mendeecees, and I noticed things weren't changing. He wasn't coming home. I have a young baby at home, and I felt like I wasn't getting emotional support.
Samantha and Erica became friends, and after giving birth to little Mendeecees in October 2005, Erica would even babysit for Samantha at times.
Girl, what?
Meanwhile, in April 2006, the client Yandy was managing called and asked if she could book his friend a flight to Miami. Yandy did as she was told, and when the friend arrived in Miami, her client introduced them. The friend turned out to be Mendeecees, of course.
So I see this big lady with this big Erykah Badu afro. So when I seen her, I was like, wow, she's very attractive.
Smack down in front of his Oh, he had a great tooth.
I had a chip tooth. It wasn't great. I had a chip tooth.
Mendeecees opened up to her about the heartbreak he was going through. He told her he had a 2-year-old son, and he said his baby mama had left him, and he was in Miami to clear his mind. Of course, it was all a lie. Mendeecees and Samantha's son wasn't 2 years old at the time. He was only 6 months old, and Erica was not only in the picture, but she claimed they lived together, traveled together, and they had met each other's family. Even though Yandy was attracted to Mendeecees, she told him she didn't date her client's friends. Mendeecees responded that he was no longer friends with the guy, and wherever Yandy was going, he wanted to go with her. They flew back to New York, and Yandy's boyfriend picked her up from the airport.
Now say what now? Yeah. So he had a girlfriend and she had a boyfriend. This is messy as hell.
Yandy's boyfriend drove her home. Once she got there, she changed her clothes and met back up with Mendeecees, and they lived happily ever after. Just kidding. Yandy told VH1 she and Mendeecees were just friends for the first year and a half. He introduced Yandy to Samantha as his friend and told Yandy that Erica was just the hired help.
It's given pathological liar.
According to Erica, Yandy still hadn't dumped her boyfriend. Erica also alleged that Yandy was seeing another man who had a girlfriend, and Yandy was reportedly stalking that woman.
Good Lord have mercy.
In 2008, Yandy got rid of her boyfriend, and she and Mendeecees became an item. Yandy told VH1 that in the first few years of their relationship, they broke up about 5 to 6 times. Their longest breakup was a year long, during which Yandy was on tour in various African countries with Missy Elliott. When Yandy returned to the States, Mendeecees was at her front door, wanting to get back together. They talked things out and decided to give their relationship another shot.
Child, you might have should have left that little chihuahua right there on the front porch.
In 2011, she became a cast member of Love and Hip Hop New York, with her storyline centered around her job as Jim Jones' manager and her beef with his forever fiancée, Chrissy Lampkin. Jim and Yandy eventually severed their professional and personal ties.
So we just gonna skip over the forever fiancé?
Yandy's career was still thriving, though, and things were going well with Mendeecees as well. Up until 7 months after they reconciled and she found out Erica was pregnant. And then Yandy found out she was pregnant, too.
Yeah, he was sticking it everywhere, huh?
Fans began to notice that Mendeecees appeared to be uninterested in Yandy. Even at her baby shower, he chose to hit the streets with his boys rather than to go home with her.
Me and Vado going to Jewel's all-white party.
This is the night of your baby shower.
Okay, and it's over.
How else are the guests gonna get home?
Your father is gonna drive the U-Haul to the house.
What are you gonna do?
I'm going with Vado to the club.
Told you should have left his ass on the porch. Him and his teeth.
Erica gave birth first, and then Yandy gave birth 10 months later in July 2012. By season 3 of Love and Hip Hop, Jim and Chrissy had left the show, and Yandy needed a new storyline.
He came to my job and he told me how he didn't want to be with Erica anymore, the relationship was boring, and he wanted to move on to Yandy. She's on Love and Hip Hop. I'm joining the cast.
I'm Mendeecees. I'm from Harlem, St. Nick Projects. I used to be in the streets, got it together, got in this music industry, and Yandy's my girlfriend.
To many, it looked like Mendeecees was using Yandy to help his career in the music industry. And Samantha wondered why a man who was facing a serious criminal charge would put his messy life on TV. Mendeecees was out on bail at the time after being accused of engaging in inappropriate actions with his ex-girlfriend's daughter, who was 15 at the time. The alleged incidents first took place in 2009. During the trial, the daughter stated Mendeecees threatened to tell her mom one of her deepest, darkest secrets if she didn't comply with his demands. After the mom discovered text messages that Mendeecees sent the daughter, the mom kicked the daughter out of the home. When the trial started, Mendeecees had just appeared on Love and Hip Hop. The daughter said she was surprised to see him on the show and dating Yandy because he was still living with her mom in the home where the alleged abuse took place.
Yeah, I know you lying.
In February 2013, he was found not guilty on all charges. However, he was still placed into custody after being named in a federal indictment out of Rochester, New York, that accused him and 2 other men of trafficking $2.5 million worth of heroin and cocaine. Yandy came to the rescue and ponied up $200,000 to bond him out of jail.
Should have left his ass on the front porch and should have left his ass in that damn jail cell.
While all that was happening in real time, Yandy and Mendeecees' engagement was shown on a March 2013 episode of Love and Hip Hop. They welcomed another child in January 2015, making Mendeecees a father of 4 children by 3 women. And then in April 2015, Mendeecees pleaded guilty to his involvement in the drug ring. He was sentenced to 8 years in prison. He and Yandy got married while VH1 cameras were rolling, and she was proud to rub it in the other baby mamas' faces.
She looked dumb as hell.
She threw Mendeecees a going-away celebration, which many online users found tacky and distasteful. They got couples tattoos before Mendeecees checked into federal prison in January 2016. The show then focused on Yandy's new role as a single mom. While Mendeecees was locked up, Yandy held him down in every way possible, all while the drama continued on Love and Hip Hop. During a 2016 episode, she changed the locks on an apartment that was jointly leased by Erica and Mendeecees.
So then I had to teach her a lesson. Listen, you don't share nothing. So I went to that house and I changed the locks.
Erica was sick of Yandy's petty ass. She took to her Instagram to write, "This is what happens when a miserable, desperate, pathological liar who lives in a dirty Bronx apartment with a revolving door for every man in the tri-state to come in and out of gets mad because her alleged husband moves his clothes and belongings out of her apartment and back into his because the cameras are turning off as he's turning himself in and never trusted her from the gates."
Messy, messy, messy.
Erica then proceeded to make numerous posts on Instagram showing pictures of her and Mendeecees and images of some of Mendeecees' belongings to prove that they were together and that he had been staying in the apartment. It wasn't until December 2016 that Yandy came clean and admitted that she and Mendeecees weren't legally married. She explained to her Love and Hip Hop castmates,
I have a union with Mendeecees, but I did not go into a partnership with Mendeecees and the government.
Apparently, Yandy's decision was based on finances because she didn't want to be on the hook for his restitution payments. Viewers were outraged that the couple would film an entire wedding series, only for it to be a big, fat lie. Mendeecees expressed how important it was for his children to spend time together while he was locked up. But following his departure, Erica and Samantha had derailed his plans. A woman who claimed to be Samantha's bestie contacted the Shade Room and claimed Erica and Samantha were trying to start a rumor that Yandy had cheated on Mendeecees. Their goal was to break Yandy and Mendeecees up for good.
These hoes ain't loyal.
If you thought dealing with Mendeecees' baby mamas was bad enough, Yandy got into it with Mendeecees' mom, Judy, as well. After Judy was meddling in Yandy's business, Yandy did some investigating of her own and exposed Judy for cheating on her husband, Kenny, with a tenderoni.
Judy, you better get somewhere and sit down. Your son already had a hit out on your ass.
By February 2017, Yandy had decided she wanted more than just a spiritual marriage. She told Bossip website she was in the process of legally marrying Mendeecees, even though they wouldn't get conjugal visits since they aren't allowed in federal prisons. As she continued raising her children and running her businesses, Yandy added more to her plate in 2018 when she became a foster mom to a girl in her mentorship program named Infinity. Yandy continued showing her devotion to Mendeecees in February 2019 when she was on the front lines of a New York protest about inhumane prison conditions. Unfortunately for Yandy, she got pepper sprayed during the rally. In January 2020, Mendeecees was released. As he got readjusted back into society, the pandemic hit. They relocated and joined Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. They've opened multiple businesses in the A, including a dancing crepe and a storefront for their skincare brand. They also opened up about their issues on VH1 Family Reunion, where Yandy bumped heads with Mendeecees' mom. From there, they signed up to appear on Couples Retreat.
In Mendeecees, where if he builds me up too much, he'll think like I'm too big-headed, and then I'll just feel like I don't want to be with him or I'll leave.
Absolutely not.
I could get an award from one of the top Black organizations.
Let me ask a simple question.
But it might be like,
I never say
but it might be like, yo, congrats on that. Versus,
yo, what? I don't even talk like that. Cut scene real quick.
Unequally yoked. Unequally yoked. Mendeecees is a man-child, unequally yoked.
During an April 2021 episode, Mendeecees said he felt like Yandy didn't reach out to him enough when he was in prison, while she insisted they talked on the phone daily. She added, "Do you understand what my life is like? I'm raising 2 babies. I'm running 5 companies, but you want to talk about emails and calls. Talk about how these bills are going to get paid. I don't have time to be sending emails and letters."
Yandy said, get somebody else to do it, Ninja. I'm busy.
And then Mendeecees shocked viewers.
if the roles were reversed, would you hold me down?
If the shoes was on the other foot, I don't know what I will be able to do.
If you don't cut this little ninja loose. Did you see you can do it by yourself? You need him for? And baby, I'm just here to tell you, if he made the comment that he don't know if he could have held it down for you if you was on the inside and he was on the outside, if you ever get sick, if anything ever happened to you, baby, that means the same. By extension, that means he ain't gonna take care of you when you get sick. He ain't gonna be there when you get down. Honey, he already showing you who the he is. Listen, pay attention.
Many believe they have finally taken the steps to legalize their marriage, and in September 2021, they renewed their vows in Dubai. After the ceremony, they told People magazine they were ready to continue focusing on the growth of their relationship. As of this video, Yandy has continued to feud with Mendeecees' baby mamas.
Girl, throw the whole man away.
Things are a bit shaky between the couple as well. After Yandy decided to give her egg to her cousin to aid in her motherhood journey, Mendeecees told Yandy he thought the whole situation was weird and uncomfortable. He also felt some kind of way about Yandy making the decision without discussing it with him. But not only that, he also didn't agree with Yandy's decision to get into politics.
Well, Ninja, we didn't agree with your decision to have babies on the side. We didn't agree with your decision to sell substances. We didn't agree with your decision to go into prison. We didn't agree on, side chicks and babies' mamas and you using your mama's collateral. We didn't agree on none of that.
In an April 2024 episode of Love and Hip Hop, Mendeecees said he felt like they were in a dark place.
Sometimes it don't feel like we in a relationship. It feel more like a business arrangement. I need a wife to do wife things as far as pay attention to the love that's needed in this house.
Could you ever see yourself actually divorcing Yandy?
I don't know. I ask myself that question every day and can't come up with an answer.
As for Yandy, she has made it clear that letting go of their marriage isn't an option for her, and she wants to keep their family together. A couple of weeks after the episode aired, Alexis Sky and her friend hopped on Instagram Live.
So Mendeecees has been cheating on Yandy since they got on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And I know a couple of women that he was looking at when I was over at T. High's house about a year ago. Let me tell you something, Yandy ain't exciting him no more. Let me tell you something. Mendeecees is cheating on Yandy, Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Are you getting this? Are you following me? The AA show is reporting live, loud, and proud, honey. And I got calls from people on the show. I've gotten calls from people in the street. Yandy, Mendeecees is cheating on you. Alexis don't know about it, but guess what? I told her about it. So guess what, honey? You need to keep your man on lockdown, honey, because ever since he moved up out of that house, honey, he been fucking everything else. Y'all wanda. Next case. Yandy is washed up, girl, but I think the small place at her restaurants is good.
We're not going to talk about Yandy because I like her.
I like Yandy, but Yandy, you need to do a better job at choosing men, girl. Mendeecees is cheating on you, girl. You thought he was going to get out of the halfway house and only want to ejaculate in you, girl? Next case, girl. But I love you dearly, girl, and the food is good at the restaurant. I need a free plate when I come.
After you just said all that, you want a free plate? You think she's going to give you?
He said he wanted a discount on he wants a free plate.
But you think she's going to give you a free plate?
Girl, if she want to figure out who that man sleeping with, girl, she better.
Yeah.
The following day, Alexis took to her Instagram to apologize to Mendeecees and Yandy for being present while her friend spoke about their marriage. Mendeecees addressed the accusations head-on by posting a video of a monkey attacking a bystander. He captioned the video, "I don't even play on the internet, however, leave me alone. First and last time."
That's right, Mendeecees. Put that little foot down. By the way, you like Tommy from Martin. What do you do for work?
Based on everything they've gone through and these recent accusations, some people are worried that Yandy and Mendeecees are headed for Splitsville. Others have encouraged the couple to walk away from the show so they can focus on their marriage and their children. Do you think Yandy and Mendeecees will be able to weather this storm? Or does he already have her replacement waiting in the wings? Let us know your thoughts down below. And thanks for watching RRG.
Child, I got so full off of them butter toffee peanuts. Let me tell y'all something. Them butter toffee peanuts is the damn devil. But I f***s with them, though. Besties, do y'all think we should have an ASMR at midnight on RRG? I could do freeze-dried goodies. I could, go like this. Scratch the microphone like that. What y'all think? RRG after dark.